Hey yo, I'm back with these creepy TikTok videos, scary stories, crazy theories that will make you question everything. So make sure you stick around to the end for the most craziest clips. You do not want to miss it. Let's get straight into it.
Some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club. And a lot of you listening to me right here, right now, you're not part of the club either.
Come on.
And what I realized with the club is what makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of their fucking club. That pisses them off. What club am I talking about? I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all got to deal with. You know who they are, and they definitely know who they are. A lot of people would be like, what? Who? Come on, man. Stop playing.
Come on now.
So, ever since I put out the contract with Black America, you know they've been fucking with me. Here and there, this and that. But it's cool, you know. I expect that. You know, I've been working with, on the big three for a long time, and you know how they've been fucking with me with that. I done made it, plain, simple, and clear what they've been doing. The NBA been fucking with us. Now, a lot of people might say, like, well, but Cube, you want to work with the NBA. Really, I don't give a fuck about working with the NBA. What I want them to do, when I say work with us, is to stop working against us. Stop doing that bullshit behind the scenes that we know you're doing. Mainstream media, they ain't fucking with us. And that's cool. We can do it ourselves, you know what I'm saying? We still on the rise without these motherfuckers. So we don't need them, you don't need them, So what am I gonna do to deal with these motherfucking gatekeepers? Well, what I'm gonna do is go on a Fuck the Gatekeepers podcast tour. And I'm gonna go talk to everybody, and get a chance to get my message out to the people. Be able to let people hear from me, and you might agree, you might not, but the important thing is, for me to go on these platforms, say what I feel about what I think. And, some people may get pissed off.
Thought police.
Because I'm going to talk to everybody. I'm not playing. And it's gonna be a crazy summer. It's gonna be fun. Appreciate y'all. Always support the big three. Hopefully I'm doing stuff that you guys dig. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for people that's bored as fuck in the summer with summer sports and want something cool like the big three. So here we are. Appreciate you. Much love, much respect from your homeboy Ice Cube. Remember that.
Ice Cube coming out with the truth telling. I've seen some of that clip before, but how old is it? Is that last year? Is that this year? Has he started the tour yet? Because I want to watch that. Let me know in the comments if you think I should react to some of them videos separate from the creepy TikTok stuff. I don't blame him for not wanting to be part of that club because it looks freaky. I mean, it looks wild. By being there, it looks like you're selling out on your pride. Never.
Look very closely at Doja Cat's eyes, because she is trying to tell us something, and I was not expecting it. I, like you, was super confused at what happened to Doja Cat overnight. So I spent hours and hours researching her, and then suddenly I saw it. So let me present all of the facts before you, and let's see if we both reach the same conclusion. One thing is clear about Doja Cat. Even from day one, she was hungry for attention. In her teenage years, she would do and say crazy things to people on online communities just to get a few more views. At age 16, she drops out of school to produce her first track, which put her on the map. However, for reasons unknown, she went silent for years. But when she came back, she became world famous for the weirdest reason. It was a quiet live stream with only 60 viewers when Doja decided to perform an unusual meme-like song called Moo. And by just pretending to be a cow, she went viral in days, and her name was brought back into the public eye. Doja then had a choice. She either continued to clown around on the internet, or she could recreate her image to propel her into the mainstream. Doja chose the latter, and followed in the footsteps of Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and produced very girly music in pink, and of course acting in a certain way that would attract a male audience. It's no secret that during this time, Doja Cat made some very bad decisions. To begin with, she started to date a Twitch streamer who'd been in all kinds of trouble. And then there was a time where it felt like every single time she went on video, it was to apologise for old tweets she'd made. And yet she didn't seem sorry, it just seemed like she was fearful of being cancelled. But worst of all, there was a point where she began to argue and even mock her fans on social media, to the point where she lost millions of followers, and her kittens, as they have been referred to, felt cheated. Like they are the ones who had made her famous, and yet Doja was proving to them that she didn't care about even one of them. Okay, it's time I introduced to you the part where something big went wrong in Doja Cat's mind. Take a look at this. This is a statue of Asherah, an ancient Canaanite idol who is well known for leading the people of God away from the Lord and to herself to be worshipped. Now, do you notice that symbol above her head? And also how she is holding weighing scales. So compare that to Doja Cat's outfit. Guys, I really do want you to remember this, that Asherah is the one who led the people away from the Lord. Because when I reveal to you who I think Doja Cat is imitating from the Bible, it will all start to make sense. I severely underestimated just how dark things would get the deeper I delved into Doja Cat's life.
The thing that bothers me the most about these celebrities that have so much reach is they're reaching young people, young impressionable kids. You're doing all this evil stuff. What do you think these kids that are following you are going to do? They're going to do the same thing. So if you really cared about your fans and you wanted them to lead great lives, you wouldn't be pushing Satanism.
Is Britney even alive? Just look at her teeth. She looks emotionless now. That's not the same person. Since when did she have a gap in her teeth?
Okay.
Her eyes look soulless and her smile is completely different. What have the Illuminati done?
Come on, bro. We can't tell whether someone's dead or alive or whether someone's cloned or not just from photos. I mean, look, you take 100 photos of yourself in movement, cameras moving. Trust me, you are not going to look the same in all the photos at all. Cap.
We send up a high-altitude balloon to prove the Earth was a globe. You'll never believe what we discovered. The Earth looks pretty flat to me.
listen, from our flat earthers, yeah, from that angle, the earth does look pretty flat. But then for the other side, the camera is not far enough away from the earth to get a true perspective of the shape of the earth. I mean, you'd need to be way, 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 way further out there to be able to see the curve. I don't know. I'm still 50-50 on it, so I don't know. I'm just taking in these videos, taking in all the knowledge and doing my own observations, if you will. And I suggest you do the same.
We did it. We did it.
Yo.
We gotta go.
Y'all just got there, man. What y'all talking about? Yo.
There's something covered in the center. Picture?
Yeah, you man are looking shifty, you know.
Let's go. Is it a timer or what? It's just video. Get the fuck out.
Yo, get out of there.
Check the road. Check the road.
That is wild. Anybody let me know in the comments what happened to them guys, where they're at now. Are they in jail? You'd expect them to be in jail, or they would have had some serious fines slapped on their ass. Something covered in the middle. Maybe that's where they do sacrifices and other disturbing things. I don't even want to think about it, but yo, shout outs to them. I was looking for CGI, but I don't know, man. Maybe that clip's been bounced down enough to make it all look as one, that you can't tell the difference between the reality and the CGI. We all know that CGI can be mixed with real video. Let me know what you think about that one in the comments. Debunk it for me. No. Wow. Yo. Yo. That's too much, man. I don't know the context of that story, but if it was real and anybody passed away, rest in peace to them, and anybody that survived it, yo, I hope you get well soon. Rest in peace to the pilot.
Atención que va River, va Barco, vino al centro, cerradito, chiquito, se queda con la pelota.
Yo, what? The ball hit the post and bounced off, yeah? And then it's in his hands again. Like, yo, that was a true glitch in the Matrix.
Come on, you want to take Google Earth to the synagogue of Satan? All you got to do is type in Washington, D.C. Go right there to the Washington Monument and then back up a little bit. And we're going to go to the Lincoln Memorial. It's going to be right here. It's a temple. And it says the people put their back against the temple and then face due east. And then you'll see the Washington Monument right there. Of course, that's a big obelisk. And it says facing the rising sun. I think that's 666 all over. There's that triangle right there.
Yo.
On the back of the $1 bill, and this is all next on the trumpet. The number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Lincoln staring straight at the first 666 I'm going to show you. The Washington Monument is 555 feet tall. And if you take that, 555, times 12 inches, well, there's the number. If you remember at the beginning of the video, there was a big triangle right there behind the Washington Monument. And if you use the measuring tool and you put the tip of it right there at the bottom of the pyramid, you'll see that same number come up again right there.
Jesus.
The pyramid is just like the one on the back of the $1 bill. And if you count the lines of the streets that go through that particular piece of pyramid, I mean, you do know this stuff's all over the internet.
Wow.
So they got the Satan Star. 6,660 feet is the underground entrance to the Capitol. So at the other end of the Capitol, where the pyramid and the obelisk are, is a Lincoln Memorial, which is a temple, and it faces east. And I'm going to tell you all about that in just a minute, but if you click on that little blue ellipse right there and scroll around a little bit, you can see right inside the temple, and there's Lincoln sitting in the chair with his back to the temple. It says temple right there. Lincoln has his back to the temple facing east. This is the book of Ezekiel in the Old Testament. Men with their backs towards the temple, facing towards the east, and they worship the sun towards the east. That's him in the temple right there. And that obelisk is exactly what he's facing east. This has got stonemason / Freemason written all over it. Washington's stonemason ponytail with his back to God. That's because Washington thought he was super special. You know it's painted right there on the dome of the Capitol. Washington ascending into heaven as a god. Washington ascending into the heavens. I am a 33rd degree Mason and I'm going to heaven. One of the greatest abominations pointed out in the Bible is when men have their back to the temple facing east, worshiping towards the rising sun. Turning your back on the temple, just like turning your back on God. Bro, you got all these people shaking their heads on here.
Guy's done his research, making clear pyramids from the architecture of the land. It's like, this shit get too deep, way too deep.
The story is, this kid in college was walking and he was just like a normal kid, and this like jock guy started to like, and then he pushed him like super hard and he like hit his head.
Oh no.
And then like woke up, he's like, oh my gosh, that hurt so bad. And then just went on to class and stuff. Goes into class and he sees this really beautiful girl, basically was pursuing her, and she like had a bunch of bad relationships or whatever. Finally, a couple months later, they ended up dating. Long story short, they got married, super in love, they had kids, he had a job, all this is great, right? He said that like every night he would go into his kids' rooms and like read him a story, all this stuff, you know? And then one night, after leaving the kids' room, he was looking at this lamp in his living room, and he's like, there's something wrong with that lamp.
Oh.
And he kept on staring. Every day he would come and stare at it. And then it got so consuming to him that he like was missing work. He was neglecting the kids, his wife. He would just sit in the living room and just stare at this lamp. His whole marriage fell apart because he was obsessed with this lamp. And his wife left him with the kids.
Oh no.
Who are the kids?
Then he finally one day was like went over to this lamp. And he's like, this lamp's not real. And all of a sudden the lamp started to glow. And then all of a sudden he like got super cold, and it like turned into like a portal, sucked him through, and he woke up
on the concrete
in front of the college.
No.
He lived 10 years
No.
in this reality, this false reality, because
Oh my
he got
gosh.
knocked unconscious. He just like suffered with depression.
Oh,
He's
Yeah.
like,
shit.
because
Yeah,
his
this
wife and
family,
kids don't exist.
Oh my gosh.
And so, but he said every night he would have a dream of his 5-year-old son, and like would have conversations with them, but those people didn't exist.
That one was deep as well, too deep, because from time to time I have this weird theory. You ever get that feeling that you can hear your name being shouted? It sounds like your loved ones are shouting you, vigorously try to wake you up, shouting you, begging and pleading, and I sit there and I think, yo, please, God, do not let me be in a coma right now. And I think that I'm just living out my life. Scary stuff.
An alien invasion in New York City. We can report that. The mysterious blue illumination scared many people while lighting up social media.
It's not supposed to look like that in the night sky.
The New York City skyline was mysteriously illuminated last night.
Look, it's flashing. It's a sky.
Looks like the end of the world or something.
With a glowing shade of blue.
What is that? Holy.
The sky was like such an eerie blue and everything. It was crazy.
Sending many people into a confused panic.
What the?
I said to my husband, we have been attacked. This is a terrorist attack.
What's going on in life scene right now?
Turning others to social media for answers.
Like the alien attack.
It looked like a UFO coming like from the sky. It was scary.
It could be the Ghostbusters.
Why did she have to go straight to the terrorist attack? Come on, man. The sky lighting up like that. The news are going to have to jump on it and act like they ain't got a clue what's going on, when really they know. It'll all just get wrapped up into some crazy phenomenon, and that'll be the end of it.
This is going to blow so many of your minds. Okay, watch only the people in the white. I'm about to play a video. This is the selective attention test. Only count the number of passes between the people wearing white, okay? Only 50% of people get this correct. So I'm going to play the video. Watch this. Count only the white, okay? And pay attention. Okay, here we go. Remember, count only the passes for white. See if you can get this, okay? Pay attention. Okay, how many passes did you get?
18.
The answer was 15, but that wasn't the test. The test that's going to really blow your mind is that there was a gorilla, play it back, that walked straight through the middle, and you didn't even notice it because you were busy counting how many passes the white people were passing, right? And this is funny because this is a little bit how the media works.
Yo, that was mad. I was so focused on counting the passes in white, I even overcounted some because I just thought, I noticed 1 second the guy in the white t-shirt had the ball and then he didn't, so I was like, right, that's a pass definitely. But I did not see the gorilla walk through the middle of him, and that is a reflection of us not seeing the things happen in the real world while the media are pushing a specific narrative to us. Like I always say, whenever anything comes out in the news, question what is really going on behind closed doors that they're using this news story to cover up the gorilla. Simple as that. When anything ever comes out in the news, don't watch the passes, watch for the gorilla.
This theory is so crazy that if you combine the flat earth theory with the prison planet theory, it would put it to shame. What if Pangea never broke apart? What if it was just covered in water and it never fell apart? In my previous video, I explained how when the waters rose, it pushed the oxygen up into outer space where the oxygen froze. The denser air then traveled and was pushed down. Liquid oxygen is slightly denser than water, but this is frozen oxygen, and the colder it gets, the denser it gets. Because of the density and the 30% of the oxygen that was taken from our atmosphere, this sky ice would have pushed the sea levels down so much that it would have raised the water level to where these things are now covered in water, and they're telling us that it's just drifted apart. But I guarantee you that is not the truth. This is all part of the great illusion, the great spell that we have been put under. Everything is right here in front of our face. I guarantee that is why they're worried about the CO2 emissions, because CO2 gets transferred into the water. The water then becomes more acidic. Of course I looked it up. The effect observed was that lower pH increases melting time. As the level of carbon dioxide goes up, these are all examples from different places, the acidity of the water falls. What if the only reason they're worried about carbon monoxide is because it's going to melt that ice and give us back the oxygen that is being stored underneath the ice as sky ice that we don't know about, and that is actually making the water levels rise up so much that it's covered up Pangea, and we're literally living on Pangea. Of course, this is why on the modern maps, they've exacerbated and exaggerated the true size of each continent so that we think that it's complete, and America is the same size as Africa. What? Are you kidding me? Look at it. Look at it. And this is why they fabricated the size of all the continents on the map that they show you so that you stay confused. And they put out there, oh, well, if Antarctica melts, then we're all going to be flooded. No. We are not going to be flooded. The only reason that the water level has risen to where it is because there is solid oxygen that is pushing the waters down. And if the ice in the Arctic melts, that is going to release that 30% of hydrogen that is now a solid back into our atmosphere, and the water level is actually going to drop, and you will see Pangea reform. But hey, I'm just a dude who meditates. Let me know in the comments if it checks out. Peace.
That was a pretty wild theory. I mean, who knows? You know, when you put something in water, water level rises. Crazy. I don't know how to explain what I'm explaining. He kind of didn't look like he understood what he was talking about. I definitely don't know what I'm talking about. So let's just move on.
So after the Ryan Garcia thing happened yesterday and the Drake Bell thing, Ryan has been dropping a ton of cryptic tweets on Twitter, even hinting at an earthquake coming. It is all alleged, all speculation. So this is real. I screenshotted it myself from his profile about an hour ago, and he says June 6th, earthquake bad, all capital BAD. And don't forget, we have that giant X eclipse coming in April. Also, the giant Xing out of America eclipse is actually pinpointed on a fault line. And a few minutes after the first bad earthquake tweet, he put out, "Earthquake will strike LA, destroy Hollywood and Vegas, aka Sin City." Now, this tweet was not on his page when I went to take screenshots. It was in the comments from other people who took the screenshots. So I cannot tell you for a fact that this one was him or it was not him. And after that, he literally says they actually have the files of Jesus, the Ark of the Covenant, the giants, the aliens, files and everything. They are the ones that let me in. They played themselves. Ryan, I don't know you, but I think I like you. Now, I can't show what's behind my head, but he's also calling out the Catholic Church. Then he tweeted, "Sounding the trumpets, those who had an ear to understand, one of them were sounded off in 2021 early." And right behind me, he's saying anyone remaining silent in these matters is a coward. Then he says something I can't say on TikTok. Then around the same time, he says how slick I was going in and coming out with the files. And then he said, "Slowly you guys will understand who I actually am." Then a little bit before that, he says, "It just keeps rolling in and y'all don't have to believe they took me here, but I don't have to prove anything to you. You aren't the one having their whole family threatened," and then followed right by, "I love God, my kids, I love Jesus, I'm healthy, I don't have any medical issues for the record." Oh, and one of the craziest ones, I forgot to save it, but I saw a screenshot where Ryan Garcia had tweeted, "Elon Musk is the Antichrist." So it's getting wild. I'm just waiting to see who he aligns himself with. Unfortunately, in this industry, you don't know who is serious until it's too late. So keep Ryan in your prayers.
Yo, Ryan, I'm a fan. I'm praying for you, bro. He's only exposing things that we already know, but he seems to know a little bit more. At least he's saying he does. Whether he's not in his right mind, I hope he can be in his right mind before his fight with Devin Haney. Get some help.
Okay, watch this, y'all.
Some people believe we live in a multiverse which consists of several dimensions, including a spiritual one. And a lot of people also believe that the spiritual dimension is getting thinner for some mysterious reason, which would explain why there's so much paranormal activity going on.
Okay, watch this, y'all. This man, he called his boss asking him, "Why didn't y'all tell me they had a new employee," right? He constantly looking back, right? He's talking to somebody, right?
Check this out.
Just watch, this is creepy. Look, having a whole conversation with somebody, right? Saying that somebody came and he dapping that person off and everything. Now
Pay
see,
attention.
look, y'all see when he dapped them off? Look what happened.
What the heck was that?
He dapped them off. You
Look.
see that shadow? And then the shadow goes over here and he pulling the chair out for him.
Did you see that?
He swore to God he sat there and had a whole conversation with this person. He moved over talking to him and everything. Y'all better protect yourselves. Whatever that was took advantage of him.
Yo, legit, I think the guy just had a straight up psychotic break. I don't know, maybe he was trying to get some time off work. What is that, bro? You'll put that in the water, you ain't seeing that again. Oh, how did he catch that? It's an invisible fish. Also, you can kind of see it, but transparent fish. I wonder what else there is that's transparent in this world that we do not know about because we just simply can't see it. You know what I mean? We're looking straight through it, so. Well. Yo, that thing is fast. The camera can't even keep up with it. Don't even know where it's gone. Yeah, as I was saying, more of these metallic flying spheres. I don't know too much about them, but for me, that's a hard cap. Towards the end of the video, when the ball was out of the frame, it looked like the camera was creating movements for then the ball to be added in post if it's CGI. Maybe I was just blind and I couldn't see the ball small in the shot at the end.
What the hell? What the fuck?
Not gonna lie, that was creepy at first because I didn't expect it, but then, nah.
LeBron, I get it. You want to win a game. But what's all this about?
Jeez.
A little fishy if you ask me. Make sure to hit that follow button because tomorrow's video is crazy.
Pre-game ritual. I don't just pray to God, bro, and hope that God can get you that victory.
Ma'am, could I get some milk for my tea? Thank you. I thought we'd just top it off.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm just getting some milk.
Hey.
Oh, okay, it's just milk.
All right.
It's not that big of a deal. Is that enough? Okay? Yeah, I think that's okay.
How long was I out for? I thought I told you to wake me up. I only wanted to sleep for 15 minutes. It's really simple. If I give you simple instructions, just do it.
It's not that long of a flight. I thought you might want to rest.
No, I said wake me up. It's not that hard.
Okay.
Just think. You just need to think about what I'm saying to you. You say okay, but then you don't do the things that I tell you.
I tried
to. Yeah, breathe.
thought
Do your little breathing thing. Woo-saw, whatever it is. Breathe through your nose. Okay. Cool. Now.
Okay.
Now, what did I tell you about when we get to your mom's house?
Then we're not going to talk about it.
We're not going to talk about it.
Okay. Excuse me. Yeah. Can we talk to you? Oh, can I come in?
She doesn't need to go anywhere. Why would she need to talk to you like this is an airplane? She can't go anywhere. Just have a conversation. I'm her
Just leave
husband.
her in the back. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm her husband. You
She's
can't.
not going anywhere. It's okay.
No, exactly. So if she's not going anywhere, she's not going anywhere. Just
Yeah,
say
we
whatever
just-
it is you need to
we
say.
have the captain has a special request for her. That's all. Yeah.
The captain has a special request.
Yes.
What?
That's good, captain does fly the plane. Yes.
Yes, I understand. Like, why does he need to speak to my wife? She doesn't have a job. She doesn't do anything. She doesn't. No one knows who she is.
That was clearly acting and it weren't real. The camera just automatically ready filming, but pretty clever way to try and get some help. Say for instance the camera weren't there and you had somebody opposite, like near the aisle, looking at you. Right, help me on the side of the court while your partner's asleep, and boom.
Check out this truck. This guy pulled up on a big white box. He says if you know, you know.
Woo-woo, the end is near.
Hey guys. Got a white box here. Can't tell you what's inside though. But I did pick it up in North Carolina. I'm in Massachusetts right now. Waiting to deliver tomorrow morning. Then I'll turn and burn, head back home, be there Saturday morning. Not heavy. Just a little tall. Pretty good ride. No trouble. So we'll get this off tomorrow morning and head home. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Oh yeah, did get a new addition to my truck.
I don't know, so I don't know. But if there's anybody out there that knows, yo, enlighten me in the comments, because what kind of thing comes in a big white box like that? Maybe I'm thinking it's animals, but yo, just a wild guess.
I'm sitting here minding my business, watching this Apple show, this Apple series called Constellation. No spoilers, but guys, Hollywood is at it again. Take a look at this and tell me if you notice this.
Interview.
Pay attention. You see that? I'm gonna pause it. Look at that. Are they trying to tell us something? Come on, man. Work with me. Come on, y'all. Let's do it again. One more time.
Show me, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Look at that. Y'all want to act like y'all didn't see that?
I'm confused as to what I was supposed to be looking at, but I feel like maybe in the reflection of a spacesuit, maybe it might have been showing a flat Earth. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you watched that.
If you sleepy all the time and you don't know why, you might want to watch this video. It might be something going on spiritually. This preacher did an exorcism and listened to what he got to say.
I can't go on. I can't take any more. And I thought, well, poor woman, she really is tired. And then the Lord showed me, that's not the woman, that's the demon. I said, you spirit of tiredness, come out of this woman. And it said, not the woman, it said, that's right, she's always tired. She's tired when she gets up. She's tired when she's going to bed. She's too tired to read the Bible, too tired to pray. When that spirit of tiredness came out of her, she was no longer tired. We finished the deliverance. Demons make you go to sleep. There's a spirit of slumber. It's referred to both in the Old and the New Testament.
What 7 deadly sins do the spirit of slumber fall under? Sloth. So if you're always tired and you never have any energy, it might be the reason why. So crazy to the point to where when I first watched that video, I was waking up with a full night's rest. Started trying to record and was tired. And after seeing that video, I was like, huzzah, I got you. Started to pray, and guess what? You'll never believe what happened. I wasn't tired anymore. To show you a lot of the problem that people be having, it don't be them.
I'm gonna lie, sitting there right now, I'm pretty tired. Be gone, sleep demon.
My name is Graciela Penafather Moreno, and I'm in grade 5. Why does the International Space Station travel so fast?
Why do we travel so fast? We stay in space because we're going fast. We're going around the moon, we're going around the world like the moon goes around the world. And let me explain it like this. If you went outside of the museum that you're in on the roof and jumped off the roof, gravity would pull you right down and you'd get hurt. If you ran right across the roof really fast, run all the way across the roof and jumped off, you'd go quite a ways, but you'd still fall and hit the ground. Well, imagine if you could go across that roof so fast, that you, as you fell, as you came off the roof, the earth curved underneath you, so that you were falling, but you were going so fast that the earth was curving away from you, so you never actually hit the ground. You just kept falling, and the earth kept curving. You have to go really fast, 8 kilometers a second, 28,000 kilometers an hour. But if you can get yourself going 500 kilometers a minute, then you will be weightless because you'll fall at exactly the same speed that the earth.
And that's where, I mean, the 50-50 comes back. The way he was breaking it down to, you know, falling off a building. Like, yo, man, something you shouldn't really say to a 5th grader. But towards the end, it's slightly started to make sense to me. And that's the other side of the wanting to believe that the earth is still round. For me, it's not enough. I knew there was a jump scare, but I didn't know it was going to scare me like that.
There is a viral clip of a DJ called Sudden Death appearing to perform a ritual in front of his fans at a show. What we see is men in red cloaks, each holding a head, which I'm positive are fake. He then hands it to this man who is dressed up as Baphomet. He holds it up, shows it to the crowd, and then gives it to someone in the crowd. You can't tell me this is just for entertainment. There's got to be a deeper meaning behind this. So I decided to dig deeper into this guy, Sudden Death. Yeah, the deeper I dug, the darker things got. And he's only getting more popular. He just made a song with Marshmello. If you don't know who that is, it's the dude that literally wears a marshmallow on his head. Demonic backdrops are one thing. I get it at raves. People want to have the new crazy visuals with their music. But this man takes it to a whole nother level. He wears these antler heads. He's levitating in the middle of his raves. Not only that, he's literally throwing heads into the crowd. Imagine you see all of this and you're listening to his songs called Demonic Curse, Modern Sorcery, Mind Control, purgatory. Come on, this is no rave. This is a satanic ritual.
They sold their soul for fame and fortune, and now they're just cashing in. But one day they're going to be paying for it. With it taking place at a concert where there's thousands of people praising you and just giving more energy to Satan.
TikTok, stop scrolling for a second, okay? Just stop scrolling for 1 second, okay? Just read this. Read this with me, right? Lady Diana has returned and has confirmed that she is alive. This is a photo from her today, February 13, 2024. Listen, okay? Just that date, right? Okay. It's a little creepy to me. Now, do I believe Princess Diana unalived? That's one of the people I don't. I'm so sorry. I never truly thought that, because that just, it was either they were that brutal and they unalived Princess Diana, or she set it up herself to get away, okay? Now listen, February 13th, 2024, right? Why did I find this article? Written January 9th, 2023, so about a year ago. Why would he be talking about this? And then that lady looks like her. That looks like her. But yes, Prince Harry says he held out hope Princess Diana might still be alive and in hiding for years after her. This and this together, that's too much for my little conspiracy heart, y'all. It's too much. It's too much. At the perfect time where all the dynasties are falling, you unalive, Jacob Rothschild unalive, Queen Elizabeth unalive. For me, I just can't stop thinking about all the times they taught us in history. Remember when in history all the leaders of empires and things just happened unalive at the same time? It's like a really weird world change happened, almost like a natural disaster happened after that too, like volcanoes or mud floods or tornadoes in our case, or fires. But crazy. There's a lot of weird stuff happening. All right, bye, Tiki. I feel something really Walty Disney going on. Oh, and about the kid that created the technology, I'm gonna make a real post about it. But a young man created technology that can send your thoughts, into the computer, and it can respond. And they can't find him for like 5 years. But Sir Elon Musk put out something FDA approved, the Neuralink. We'll be back.
Yo, she hitting some points there. I'm starting to understand the question that was given in my last video about where are all these royals and people going. They're checking out QuickTime because something else is on its way. I do know that a lot of planes do follow the same flight path, but what is with the trails? By the time that spreads out and gets down to ground level, yeah, we're breathing that in. Best believe that.
A random man walks into this woman's hair salon. Now watch how scary things get.
Hey.
Happy Monday.
Hi.
I just came to come say hi.
Hi.
Because I said it was open, so I figured, you know what? I'll come to flirt to whoever is in here.
Oh, I'm waiting for somebody to get here, though.
Oh, I'll be leaving in 2 minutes, so at least it'll be quick.
Okay.
Squeeze it, you lift it, and then you bend it.
Okay.
What's your name?
Brenda.
Danny. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You're Brenda. So what is the secret handshake? Here, check it out real quick. Stand up for me.
Okay.
Instead of me calling you Brenda,
Okay.
I will end up calling you Brandy.
Okay.
From now on.
Okay.
Brandy.
Okay.
Here, squeeze it,
Okay.
lift it, and bend it. And then give me your left hand now.
Okay.
And say huevo.
Bueno.
Since I'm teaching you Spanish, I'm going to teach
I know
you.
Spanish.
¿De dónde eres?
Mi esposo es mexicano.
Mexicano.
Sí.
Entonces diga el mamón.
El mamón.
El mamón, sí.
Okay.
Entonces mira, haz así. Haz así. And then move your arm up and down like this. O sea, ¿cómo aprendiste tu español?
Mi esposo.
Por México.
Sí.
¿Es así? Y ahora, levántalo. Y diga el mamón.
El mamón.
Y diga caseré.
Casaré.
Caseré.
Casaré.
Casé.
Casé.
Caseré.
Casaré.
Uh-huh. And then there you go. So stand up straight. Y diga papi ojo.
Papi ojo.
Papi ojo.
Putting a hex on me.
I'm poniendo así.
Okay.
Hablemos español.
Okay.
Diga papi ojo.
Papi ojo.
Y después haga así. Así. Y después estire por los próximos 10 segundos. Vamos a contar. 1, 2.
What's he reaching for with his left hand, man?
4, 5, 6, estira, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ahora, es así, con este. Ven, córrete a secar. Y ahora lo que vamos bien, but I was like, nah, she's too chatty even for hot sauce and every food.
I eat jalapenos like apples.
Really?
Yeah.
Like apples?
Yes, whatever new.
No way.
Yes.
Do it again. And go like that. So the reason I'm rolling it up is because I'm just seeing how strong the entire arm is. If it's either flabby or strong. You can say, oh, oh. How old are you?
I'm 42.
You don't look 42.
Thank you.
But you look, I would say, 32.
Thank you.
Keep it up.
Bro, it's on a straight wrist thing, blood.
And say, move. Y diga, Noelia.
Noelia?
Y diga, estado, estado.
Tao. I like that one.
That's the song that you're going to sing from now on. Diga, tao, tao.
Tao.
Y diga, los guarda.
Los guarda.
Y haga así. Y diga, y diga, y diga, y diga, así.
What is going on?
Dame la mano así. Dame la otra. Ahora acércate más.
Bro, straight up Rizda. Without her even realizing, like.
Es así. Y dame un abrazo. Aprieta. Y ahora, haz así. Así. Acércate más. Porque estamos haciendo un masaje de cintura. Eso. Mantén así. Y diga, manténlo así. Mírate el brazo por debajo. Y pregúntame, ¿qué ves?
¿Qué ves?
Cream cheese.
Cream cheese.
Así. Ahora, cógete así. Cógetelo con el dedo. Y diga, ping, ping. Y muéstrame así. Ping. Así. Ping, ping. Y diga,
The woman believes that her life was saved because her friend showed up.
Doing the bicep form for her to get ready. Spin her like a dancer.
I have to go with my gun. Thank you.
Definitely. Nice to meet you.
You too.
All right, you're good to go.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Bye.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Oh, and say huevo.
Huevo.
Yeah.
Bye.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
All right. I hope you liked it.
Thank you.
Take care.
The man leaves his cell phone, so the women pick it up and they go through his history.
Can you people who like cannibals still exist? What? I need to go to this for NCA.
They found he was searching things like police department, women's names, and cannibalism. This happened in Tampa, Florida, and allegedly this man's name is Danny Ortiz. So if you recognize this guy and you see him, be careful.
Bro, I'm not gonna say what he was gonna do or what he was trying to do, but first he looked like he was just on a straight up random Riz thing. Yo, man was trying to Riz her, and realistically, he was trying to fry her. Don't let him cook. Hell nah, bro. And that is gonna be the end of another video. Appreciate you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button for me and the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. If you did like this video, click here for my most recent upload. And if you want to binge all my videos, there's a playlist right here. Click it now. Peace.